Happy New Year's 2016 from the greenhouse, hoop house hydroponic grow. It's 44 outside right now, about 58 in here. This is just a new video on the progress stuff. I've noticed some of this cooler season stuff, some of the herbs, and the sun, the heat comes up here in the day, they like to wilt, but that'll be standing back up tonight. That's cilantro plants there. There's a new bed of red velvet leaf and butter crunch, or this may be yeah, this is butter crunch, I believe. And this just a bed. I had some problems to get off in this one. Just had to dump the reservoir. I had a film in there. Wasn't looking too good. And a lot of this stuff during the day when the temperature comes up in here, like earlier today it was about 68 because I didn't have the windows on the ends open. It gets to wilting, and I think maybe that reservoir having some nasty business in it, but I dumped it. It's just fresh water. I'm gonna let it try to fresh rinse it, cleanse it, or just straight water, no newts. Giant red mustard greens. These are mesclun mix lettuces and stuff like that. Chard. And over here, more lettuce growing on the rail. New lettuce coming in. And new lettuce back here. Got me some romaines coming in there. These are like a red romaine. I think they're called ruby. Mini rubies or something like that. My beans are flowering. It's January the 3rd. Beans are flowering, but even more than that, January the 3rd. I don't know if you can see these bell pepper plants in here. This tells you what kind of winter we've been having. Flowering, all the plants flowering. I think this is a cubanelle. It's like a sweet. This is a bell, and this is a hot pepper. Flowering on the tomatoes here. Got flowers coming in on them. Had to tie these guys off because they got too lanky and fell over. That was one issue, was the height of the tomatoes, lack of direct sunlight. Got some lettuce down in there with the herbs and spinach and that. Those are ones I just threw out of the hydroponic system and put them in some soil, and they took off. But getting ready to harvest these lettuce and these greens, and I've got some more seedlings in the house, or seeded lettuce mixes coming, and these will be the next dozen to go into this here. So I'm going to be pulling all this stuff out, and that's just going slow growing. I'm not running near as much nutrient in the systems with being wintertime. Like a lot of this stuff likes to be around 600 to 800 parts per million. I'm running at like 5. Same for the beans, same for this tank, and over here it's around 7 in this rail system. So kind of backing that off, saving a little on the nutrients, and I don't think it needs it. It's not being, it doesn't have the sun to drive it needing that much nutrient. And beans fix their own nitrogen anyways. I don't know about in this artificial and perlite, but I know they do in growing them in the ground. But they're starting to get their flowers. We'll see some flowering, get some beans. Maybe I'll have some beans in a month or so. It might have been planted a little too thick, but we'll see how it goes. I've had them planted real thick in the ground outside, and they grow all over each other. So celery, got some celery coming in. You can see the celery plants there. They're growing pretty well. And there, another one over here, just growing in there with it, just letting it all grow together. So that's about it. It's been cold the last couple nights. I've been able to maintain about 36 in here with that thing set, down around just above freezing. Cut this fan on, let it circulate the air, and it seems to keep it from running non-stop. You lose 90% of your heat through one layer of plastic when it's cold, but I haven't doubled it, and I'm not going to, I don't think. Maybe just pay the power bill. But it seems last night it was 29 and it stayed 36 in here, and I got up a couple times last night and checked it, and the heater wasn't on when it was 2 and 4 in the morning. So its thermostat's working, and it's keeping it. It was warm when I came in here, a lot warmer than outside. So that's about it. This little hydroponic greenhouse. Been eating greens and lettuce and herbs in here. So about to put me, I think, a center, get me some plastic shelving and just set them up as a long center row and start me some more lettuce. So need to use the empty space and produce a little more. So appreciate you watching. First video 2016.